Alright. I'm shouting out to This Is Mish for draft caps. There will be a link underneath. I guess not underneath me, but at the bottom of the screen to skip right to the draft. If you don't want to hear what I'm doing with the draft caps, look at the end results and how to use it, and learn about how I'm doing it. And possibly tell me that I'm a nub and should do it a faster way. If you don't want to see that, skip ahead. It took 22 minutes last time, but that's why I'm doing another one. Alright, so if you're still here, here's what I'm doing. So This Is Mish sent me these draft caps. I have blah blah blah, open it, extract it. No, don't look at them. Just extract them. And then I'd open and I'd go Control X. And I would go draft caps. Yeah, I already did it, obviously, but Control V, move and replace. Do this for the next all items. And there they are. They're in there. So what do I do with that? Well, I open up this fancy print run finder program. That's what it's called over here in NetBeans. And I go, update data, and I wait. Oop. Sorry. Talking to C-Barchable computers. Yeah. And so it didn't actually take that long. And so I've got this little list, which looks nothing like a complete list should look like. A complete list should look like this. Well, this isn't even a complete list, but it's a better list. See how some of them are small, and some of them are really small. That's really nice, and what's going on here, and yeah. Alright, so that's what I would do. That's all I would do. And if I get enough, the list will look different. And I'll do stuff with that. But I'll explain that later, because that's not really the important part. The important part is that's all I'm doing with your draft caps. Not going to look at them, so you don't have to be embarrassed by what's in them. I am not going to critique your draft cap. If you want someone to critique your draft cap, or just cut and paste it into an MTGO videos form or some other one of the draft websites, or put it on raredraft.com. I believe it's .com. And so it has fancy pictures. Yeah, you could do that, and people will tell you what they think you should do. That doesn't mean they're right, but they'll certainly tell you. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm not looking at them, just throwing them in a folder, pressing a button. And after that, they are actually just stored as data somewhere else. Like, not even in text form. Well, I guess it's technically text form, but whatever. Anyways. Let's not get... So what happens? End result is you'll get a list that looks like this. No, not like that, because that's not... You get a list that looks like this. And so you'll have a Part A, a Part B, a Part C1, and a Part C2, most likely. That's what they've been doing pretty standardly in online for big sets. So what do you do with this? Well, you could, just I'll upload this to a doc file, a list just like this. And how does it work? Well, a pack can have cards from AB, AC1, AC2, BC1, or BC2. So, you look at the card, and you're like, okay, I see a McKinney Griffin in my deck. Alright, so you can go find all. You can do this on Google Docs too. And like, oh, there's a McKinney Griffin, and there's a McKinney Griffin. So, it has to be these cards in the pack with it. Well, I know there's an E-Lumber in the pack, so there's no E-Lumber over here, so I must be over here. Oh, and I also see a Puncturing Light, so it must be over here. And this is pack 3, we'll say. It must be over here. And like, oh, okay. And I see that there's not a Stagger Shock in the pack, but all these other cards are. That's interesting. Huh. So there must be a Stagger Shock missing. Someone to my right took a Stagger Shock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since you're a thinker and you know everything's symmetric, you know that only a Stagger Shock was taken, and it can't be a Vendetta or a Growth Battlement because the pack length, like it has to be even. There can't be a range around McKinney Griffin that's odd. It's weird. Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah. There just can't be, I believe. Now maybe you can for McKinney Griffin, but for like something in list A you can't. Okay, but you definitely know there's a Stagger Shock missing, and then maybe a Vendetta or an Overgrown Battlement. So yeah, you could do that, or you could open up the basic application example. It's a simple Java desktop application based on the Swing framework, because I forgot to add any. Oh, this isn't the right one. Where's the good one? Okay, that's this program. Don't. Okay, that was bad. Print run program. Here we go. We get this basic application example the same, because I don't ever actually change this stuff. Oh, what's this? How does this work? Well, oh look, there's just these. You can download this. I'll post a link to this. Well, if you want the rights, I'll post a link later. Okay. Well, highlighting doesn't seem to do anything, but what if I double click? Well, what if I double click on the McKinney Griffin? Oh my god, some cards just appeared. Cards that couldn't possibly be in the pack with it. Cool. What else did I see? I definitely saw an Eel Umbra. And what else did I see? Shit. Puncturing Light. I saw a Puncturing Light. Man, I'm such a noob. So Puncturing Light. Look at that. And I saw a Zealoport Enforcer. And a Reinforced Bulwark. Huh. It's definitely missing a Stagger Shock. Isn't that nice? I don't have to control V. Just gotta double click on stuff. Cool. Sorta. I'm selling it here. Sort of. And then, okay, but what if I want to go to the next pack? Really? Oh, reset. Oh, okay. Oh, and there's actually more to it. And it'll show you what's in your pack. Alright, and I can do it for the next pack. I can just start running. So, like, say there was a Dread Drone. Oh, alright. And then in a car, or just like a Stopper Cub. Oh, shit. And like a Heat Ray. I'm really bad at this. I should just be looking. Let's look at the easy way to do it is color, letter, click. And then, oh, okay. Yeah. So color, letter, click. Color, letter, click. All right. And so say this is a pack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this could never be a pack, but don't worry. This was just a made-up example that could never happen in real life. But like then you would know that these 4 cards had been missing, and probably someone to your right is levelers. 2 people, in fact. Anyways, yeah. Or a foil. This is not taken. You can't never tell if it's a foil or not. Like you can sort of guess if there's 9 commons in the pack, a common is missing, and it's Eland Umbra. Person to your right's either really bad at drafting, or got a foil. Yeah. All right. So that's the end result, and this is pretty good. Why is this good? How many times have you been like, I'm gonna ship that green card, so my opponent knows that I'm green? And then you look at a pack and you're like, well, most people don't actually think about the signals they're getting. But wouldn't it be nice if you could just type in the card, like just click the cards that were in the pack, and then you're like, oh, my opponent took a Stagger Shock. And then a Heat Ray. Maybe I should stay out of red. Maybe I should take this, Knight of Cliffhaven over the Kiln Fiend I see in the deck, or something. Like, yeah, it's just like, maybe I should do that. If it was close, because, I don't know, you took a Stega Shock first, but I don't think I'm getting any more red. So I think I'll just take the Knight of Cliffhaven and stay out of it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. How long has this been going on so far? Damn. Alright. Okay. So that's the, that's the program and the end result. I will add Scars of Mirror into here. That's not hard. And I will add, once I get it, I will add a spreadsheet to Google Docs, make it public, and link it up. And so yeah, that's how that works. And for the people that want to know how I'm finding the print run, you should stick around, and all of you that don't, click on the link at the bottom and go to the draft. Again, thank you to the Kobe fan, and this is Mish for draftcaps. We're halfway there. Not really, but that's my general progress report. All right. So, oh, and also explain how people are vain on the internet. Actually, I'll do that first. So, if you want to hear how people are vain on the internet, stick around. Leave that open for later. So, you haven't clicked on the link? Alright, you're still here. All 3 of you, will say, because I ramble a lot. So, the first time I was trying to do this, I made my program, and... oh, wow, this isn't even right. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. I made my program, and I couldn't get it to work. It was weird. Crap. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. I paused the talk. Alright, whatever. So when I first started making this program, yeah, I went on the internet, and I was just like, went to like, you know, like Channel Fireball, and Star City Games, and like MTG Salvation, and I just like, you know, because people post draft caps, so I like cut and paste, and I tried making my program. Didn't work. Just couldn't seem to get anything to work. Just nothing would show up. Like every time I added a draft cap, like every time I added a batch of draft caps, it just seemed like it just kept getting further and further from an answer, and like I couldn't figure it out. Like at first I wasn't looking at zeros, which I'll explain later. But then, like, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's just because I'm not looking at it this way. And it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense either. And like, then some of the zeros started approaching 0. And it's like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. So I guess my way to do it is just broken and it's random. And then, so then I gave up. But then, you know, I just kept looking at packs and it was like, there's no way this is random. No way. And so I said, I'm going to start over. I rebuilt the program in a different language, but that doesn't matter because the algorithm was the same. So I was like, alright, well, maybe something weird is going on with the draft caps. Like maybe some people aren't listing foils, because sometimes people reparse it into different format. You know, alright, so I went to the, just, like, some of the people that were posting videos at the time, like Miyamoto Hobode in June. I got, like, an average drafter, and I got, like, 1,000,000 draft caps. Let's just say 1,000,000. Threw them on a file, pressed my button, and I got a draft cap. Yeah, it worked. So I'm like, huh, I wonder why that happens. And so I go back to some of the links I have bookmarked, like, on, I don't know if it was Star City Games specifically, but, like, go back to some of the links I have bookmarked. Check out some of the draft caps people have posted. Yeah, some of the packs are just made up. They're just posting made up packs with commentary to show how good they are at drafting. For I guess, because there's no reason to post a made up pack to show how bad they are at drafting, unless they're trolling. But so there'd be something like, you know, there'd be something like someone who would say, a pack with, I don't know if this is actually true. I haven't actually checked to see if this one's actually an updated, correct version. But, like, so they would say, so they would have a pack with, I think it's, I actually check this. Burst light. So there would be a pack with, you know, they say, oh,